Buy now, pay later. It sounds simple. You see something you want. You do not have to pay the full price today. You make a small payment now. Then you pay the rest later. No big credit card bill. No waiting. No saving for months. Just take it home today. For many people, it feels like a smarter way to shop. But the truth is, buy now, pay later can quietly make people spend more than they planned. And the biggest danger is not always the payment itself. It is the feeling that something expensive is suddenly affordable. Meet Emma. Emma was 24 years old. She had a full-time job, paid rent, bought groceries, and tried to keep up with her bills. She was not reckless with money. She did not go out every night. She did not buy luxury cars. But she loved online shopping. One evening, she saw a pair of shoes she liked. They cost $160. Normally, she would have thought about it for a few days. Maybe she would have decided not to buy them. But then she saw 4 easy payments of $40. $40 did not feel expensive. So she bought the shoes. A few days later, she saw a new jacket. 4 payments. Then a phone accessory. 4 payments. Then a small vacation booking. Monthly payments. Each purchase felt manageable by itself. But after a few weeks, Emma had several payments coming out of her bank account. $40 here, $30 there, $25 somewhere else. None of them looked dangerous alone. But together, they started controlling her paycheck. That is the buy now, pay later trap. It does not always make people buy things they cannot afford. Sometimes, it makes people buy too many things at the same time. And when many small payments arrive together, the total can become stressful. Buy now, pay later works because it changes how your brain sees price. A $200 purchase can feel painful. But 4 payments of $50 feel easier. The total price has not changed. But your brain focuses on the smaller number. This is called payment framing. Companies know that people are more likely to buy something when the price looks smaller. That is why stores show $25 per month instead of $300 total. They want you to focus on today's payment, not the full cost. And that can be dangerous when you are already trying to save money. Because every buy now, pay later purchase takes money from your future paycheck. You may feel like you are spending only $40 today, but you are also promising $40 next month, and another $40 after that. Your future income becomes busy paying for things your past self already bought. Emma did not notice the problem at first. She always made her payments on time. She thought she was being responsible. But then her car needed repairs. The repair cost was $600. She did not have enough savings. And because several buy now, pay later payments were already scheduled, her next paycheck was already partly spent. She used a credit card for the repair. Now she had buy now, pay later payments and credit card debt. This is how a small money problem can become a bigger one. If the answer is no, then the payment plan may be creating a purchase you did not really need. Another problem is that many people forget about the payments after they click buy. The item arrives, the excitement fades, but the payments remain. Then another purchase appears, and another. Soon, people can have multiple payment plans across different apps and stores. It becomes difficult to remember what is coming out of the bank account and when. That is why buy now, pay later can make budgeting harder. Not because Emma was careless, but because she had too many financial commitments at once. Buy now, pay later can be useful in some situations. For example, if you need an important item, you already have the full amount saved, and you use the payment plan only to manage timing. But it becomes risky when it is used to make non-essential purchases feel cheaper. A good question to ask is this: if the payment plan did not exist, would I still buy this today? You may think you have money available, but part of that money already belongs to old purchases. The danger becomes even bigger when people miss payments. Depending on the provider and agreement, late payments may lead to fees, account restrictions, or other consequences. Some services may also report certain payment information to credit bureaus, which can affect a person's credit history. The exact rules vary, so it is important to read the terms before using any payment plan. But even without fees, missed payments can create stress. You start moving money around. You delay another bill. You use a credit card to cover the payment. And suddenly, a simple shopping plan becomes another source of debt. The biggest problem with buy now, pay later is not that it is always bad. The problem is that it makes spending feel painless. And painless spending can become careless spending. When you pay cash, or pay the full amount from your bank account, you feel the cost immediately. That feeling can help you pause and ask, do I really want this? But when you split the payment, the pain becomes smaller. And when the pain becomes smaller, people often spend more. Emma finally decided to look at all of her payments. She wrote down every buy now, pay later balance, every due date, and every monthly amount. The total shocked her. She was paying for clothes, shoes, gadgets, and trips she barely remembered buying. She was not poor because of one purchase. She was overwhelmed because of many small promises. So she made a new rule. She stopped using buy now, pay later for anything that was not essential. She focused on paying off the plans she already had. She started saving a small amount every payday. And before buying something, she asked herself one question. Can I pay for this in full without touching my savings or using debt? If the answer was no, she waited. At first, waiting felt difficult, but after a few months, she felt lighter. Her paycheck was no longer full of old payments. She had fewer surprises. She had more control. And she started realizing something important. Being able to buy something today is not the same as being able to afford it. Affording something means you can pay for it, still handle emergencies, still pay your bills, and still protect your future. Buy now, pay later can be a tool. But tools can cause problems when used without a plan. Before using it, remember 3 things. First, focus on the total price, not the small payment. Second, count every payment you already have before adding a new one. And third, do not use future income to buy temporary excitement. Because financial freedom is not about owning everything right now. It is about having enough control that your past purchases do not control your next paycheck.